You all know that the local government is the third tier of government. You have the federal, the state, and the local government. The local government administration is guaranteed by Section 7(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended. In fact, the word democratically elected council, local government councils, is guaranteed, is hereby guaranteed by the Constitution. Needless to say, what it means, if you don't have democratically elected council chairmen and vice chairmen and councillors at the local government level, what it means is that you are breaching the Constitution. Is that not so? That is exactly the situation we are having in Edo State. Flowing from that, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, through the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi SAN, went to the Supreme Court on the 20th of May, 2024, and asked the Supreme Court to interpret relevant sections of the Constitution determining whether a state that does not have democratically elected council chairmen and vice chairmen are liable to be treated as having committed treason. The Supreme Court, in its wisdom, in its judgment on the 11th of July, agreed with all the plaintiffs' requests, that is the Attorney General on behalf of the federal government, because it took all the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT to the Supreme Court. On the 11th of July, 2024, the Supreme Court ruled that any state that does not have democratically elected council chairman and vice is breaching the Constitution. As if these two issues, the Section 7 of the Constitution that guarantees democratically elected council chairman, the Supreme Court judgment of the 11th of July, 2024, on the 11th of November, 2024, the democratically elected council chairman and vice chairman went to court in Benin. The Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Okungbowa, on the 11th of November, granted 3 reliefs out of the 8 that the council chairman asked for. And one of the reliefs was the government of the state, his servants, his privies, do not have a right to dissolve or suspend democratically elected council chairman. The Chief Judge went further in the second relief he granted that the tenure of this council chairman is for 3 years, and having been sworn in on the 4th of September 2024, their tenure will expire 3 years after that. It was specific. You will expect that any sane person will look at that trend, the constitution that guarantees democratically elected council chairman, Section 7(1), as I told you, the Supreme Court ruling on the 11th of July, the judgment of the Chief Judge of Edo State on the 11th of November 2024, you will expect that everybody will abide by these trends, but not with our next select governor. On the 17th of December, the INEC select governor of Edo State, in spite of all these constitutional issues, wrote a letter to the House of Assembly asking them to dissolve the democratically elected councils across the state. One other relief that the Chief Judge gave in that judgment of the 11th of November was that the Section 10(1) of the 2000 Edo State local government law, as amended in 2002, is null and void because it is in breach of Section 7 of the 1999 Constitution. You would think that is common sense that people should just follow the law, follow what the courts say, but not so with our highness elect governor. He triggered this crisis that we have in Edo State at the local government level. The House of Assembly, in their own wisdom, instead of dissolving, they decided to suspend the council chairman. What did the council chairman do? They went back to court. They went back to court to ask the court to lift the suspension that was illegally placed on them by the House of Assembly. On the 20th of December, 2024, Judge F.A. Kpawamba of the High Court in Benin ordered a mandatory injunction compelling the defendants, in this case the council chairman and their vice, to be called back to work, and the suspension lifted. And said status quo ante bellum as at the 12th of December 2024 should be maintained pending the determination of the suit before him. You would expect that you made a mistake by writing that letter. A judge has given a judgment. What should you do? You should obey what the court has said. The governor went on a trajectory unknown in law. He went on an impeachment spree. We do not have any issues if the rules, if the provisions of the law are followed in removing the democratically elected council chairman. Just to inform you, provisions are made in the Edo State local government law 2000 as amended in 2002 that stipulates how an elected council chairman should be impeached. It's a process. It's Section 19 of that law. You have to have a petition from 2/3 of the councillors in the local government. The leader of the house will read it out. If the 2/3 vote that they should look into the allegations against the council chairman, they will set up a panel after 7 days. The panel will sit after 4 weeks, bring back a report. That report will be considered in the house of the councillors. If the panel's report says the council chairman has been found guilty, that report is passed by, again, 2/3 of the councillors in that house, in that local government. And that report has to come to the Edo State House of Assembly. The Edo State House of Assembly has to approve of that report before a council chairman can be said to have been legally impeached. It will take a minimum of 3 to 4 months to get that process done. Out of the 192 councillors we have in Edo State, at least 160 councillors have told us that they did not impeach their chairman. So who impeached the chairman? Thugs, loyal to Senator Okpebholo. I said that was not enough. What did the vice chairman do? What offense did the vice chairman commit? Yes, it's a joint ticket, but they don't go together when it comes to the issue of impeachment. You must separate them. Here again, the chairman, the vice chairman are being lumped together and taken out of office, thereby rendering the local government administration to be in breach of the 1999 Constitution as amended, and in line with Section 7(1) of the Constitution and all these other judgments I just told you about. We are using this opportunity to sound a very strong warning to Keystone Bank. I hereby called out to be very careful with what they are doing with opening illegal accounts without democratically elected council chairmen being signatory to those accounts. They will be held accountable when we look at all what they have done going forward. These two banks are at the forefront of conniving with the state government in opening illegal accounts without the democratically elected council chairmen as signatories to those accounts. Because as we speak, for the past 3 months, about 30 billion has accrued to the local government in Edo State, and Senator Monday Okpebo, the next elect governor, is sitting on it and dishing it out to his party leaders and party faithful because he has no avenue to spend that money apart from sharing it with his party leaders. And to make things worse, because of the absence of these chairmen, council chairmen in their different local governments, the insecurity can be traced to that. The high level of insecurity in the state can be traced to that. Because nobody is mobilizing anybody to comb the bushes. Nobody is on the road the vigilantes are off the streets. It's extremely difficult and a very sad situation we have in Edo State. And we are calling on Mr. President, calling on the Attorney General of the Federation to please prevail on their governor to see reason and follow the rule of law and obey court judgments. And I hereby calling on the House of Assembly to immediately recall this purportedly suspended council chairman so that governance at the grassroots level can resume peacefully. As we speak, no budget has been passed in any of the local governments in Edo State. Today is March 17th. No budget for the year 2025 has been passed. What does that mean? That means any money spent as we speak is being spent illegally. While we commend the Attorney General of the Federation for standing on the path of the law, we also urge him to move beyond mere pronouncements and institute contempt proceedings against the Attorney General of Edo State for disregarding the Supreme Court ruling. The Edo case is a precedent that will derail the efforts and fights of the President in ensuring autonomy for the local councils. In the absence of democratically elected council chairmen at the various councils in Edo State, we are calling on the Accountant General to halt all allocations to the state government through the Joint Account Allocation Committee as stipulated in the Supreme Court ruling.